But my hair looks so clean. I literally just took a shower, and I guess that's actually what the purpose of a shower is. I still think it's mostly just the ring light, not the actual shower. Oh no. Hi, my name is Grace Helbig. If you did not know, now you know. Your life is different now. This video is different. So, I wanted to make something, I don't know what, well, I kind of know what this is, but now I've overanalyzed it too much, so this might be overprocessed, but I'm just gonna word bomb it to you for a little bit. A couple of you had tweeted at me asking if I was gonna do a Coachella fashion review, and because fashion reviews have become one of the main staples of my channel as of the last year or so, I thought I should do that. And so then I tweeted asking for looks that you wanted me to review, and I shot the whole video yesterday. And then it's 7:15 p.m. today, and I've had all day to edit this video, and I just didn't want to because I didn't like it. While I was shooting the video, I didn't like it. Coachella is while I was sleeping last night thinking about having to edit the video today, I didn't like it. I just got such an icky sensation in my body about making this video, and then I realized maybe it's because I went to therapy earlier today. Who knows? I'm gonna double down and say it's the ring light that helped me come to this epiphany. But I just didn't want to make this video, and I didn't want to force making this video because it feels like something I should do rather than something I want to do. And that's where we are on that. I ran on the treadmill after I got back from therapy because that helps me process my thoughts a lot more, and I had such a succinct, articulate-minded brain about the message that I wanted to sit down and do for you guys, but then I got self-conscious about wanting to look cute in the video, so I took a shower, I dried my hair, I did my makeup, and that succinct seed of beautiful, what I thought has grown into this kind of sparsely watered shrub. Forgive me for not being so succinct. Who knows if there's an actual message? I think this is just me being frank with you guys. That was the original title of Being John Malkovich. Being frank. No, it wasn't. What was I trying to say in this? The sun is setting, so it's just gonna get more dramatic, and it's gonna look like I'm doing either an apology video or a coming out video or a crisis video, and it's none of the above. It's just like, this is what I think right now. I wanted to kind of turn this into a stream of consciousness video. I feel like that's a much more positive and optimistic way of describing the fact that you are going through it a bit, but just a bit, not even a lot, just a bit, a little epiphany, Ooh, that's a great rap name. You can have that, aspiring suburban rapper that might be watching this video. I've genuinely enjoyed making fashion review videos, not as of late, and so rather than forcing a round peg into a fashion review hole, I decided that I would respectfully respect myself and not post that. Instead, I'm posting this. You guys have probably picked up on this if you've been watching these videos for a while, but it's kind of a process I'm going through right now is figuring out what do I want to do?
What do I want to do?
That question, a lot like my normal carry-on luggage, has weight, but everything about it is necessary, and it's extremely hard to unpack. I'm a very impatient person, so the idea of being in a flux state creatively or in a burnout state or a weird in-between pivoting kind of this moment is unbearable sometimes, and it's paralyzing. You don't want to make anything. You don't know how to trust your instincts because they're just kind of figuring out new ways to figure things out. So I think I was self-triggered by the idea of making a fashion review video just because it felt like I was holding on and grasping at this old version of myself and wishing that 2011 Grace still existed in the internet world, and turns out it doesn't. And it's gonna behoove me to hold on to those hooves. I've been watching a lot of TV, and that's how you know that your creative brain is scared, is when you just sort of hermit down. And this is coming from a naturally born hermit, which I think is okay in a lot of cases, but when you fully triple down on your hermitage and just seek out reality TV programming as a distraction rather than an inspiration, you know that you gotta make some changes. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I've talked about this before, but I talk about a lot on my podcast, Not Too Deep, and I think the most recent episode that I did with Chelsea Handler that went up on Monday really inspired me because she's gone through this new sort of another adult puberty where she's discovering all the reasons that she has acted the way she is and the way she wants to be, and is actually making active changes. And that was just for someone that really has idolized her and been inspired by her and her journey professionally, to see like her personal journey come to light as someone that is normally pretty private about that stuff, I just loved that. It almost like gave me permission to feel okay making a video like this that is just as if my throat doesn't want me to be genuine with you guys. It's as if my body is still resisting the idea of letting down another small curtain and allowing you to see a little bit more into my windows, because all of my neighbors have fully seen me fully naked in my house. Physically, not emotionally. It energized me to be honest and frank with my... Frank. Get out of here, Frank. It energized me to be totally Tony with myself. Just be real. That right now my creative brain isn't working the way I would love it to, but maybe it's because it's supposed to work differently in the future and I need to give it some time and some space and fuel it in a creative way that allows me to figure out what the next evolution of whatever the f this nonsense is. This is a woo-woo kind of concept that is common sense, but I just wanted to let you guys know, as someone that hates letting people down, which is another thing I'm talking about in therapy, that I appreciate the enthusiasm about the potential of a Coachella fashion review, but I just don't give a f. Also, everyone dressed exactly the same. They wore a variation of straps and fringe and thongs. As much as we want to say that Coachella is the Outback Steakhouse of music festivals where there's no rules, it's just right, everyone kind of abides by the same sort of fashion rules every year. This is for sure very rambly and might not make any sense to you, but if there's anything to take away from this, and this is me talking to me now, and so now you're being like a creep listening to me talking to me, give yourself permission to say no to something that makes you feel bad. Don't judge yourself for not wanting to do something that you think you should do, and then see what happens from there. Your brain's like a car. Give it some good fuel, take it out to the highway, and see where the f you end up. Sounds like a Bon Jovi song or something. So that's that, and I really hope that you listen to or watch the episode of Not Too Deep with Chelsea Handler that just went up, because that was very inspiring for me, and like I said, has helped me start kind of reanalyzing and reconnecting with what I'm doing and why I'm doing it and how I'm feeling doing it. I hope you guys are having a great time doing whatever the f you're doing. Don't hurt anyone or yourselves. I don't know why I'm creating a new sign-off that isn't necessary. Other than that, I don't know. Did I say everything I wanted to say? Probably, absolutely, definitely not. I also don't know exactly what I'm trying to say. Read between the lines. Even though the lines are all the f over the place. I don't mean to toot my own horn, but like, auga. When did my hair look like a Pantene Pro V commercial?